during today's event, we encourage the use of respectful language and positive action, free of racist, homophobic, or transphobic discrimination or other intimidating actions directed at competitors, coaches, officials, and other spectators. The Princeton Athletics condemns and will not tolerate any form of hatred and stands united in its commitment to provide an inclusive and respectful environment for everyone attending and participating in today's competition. Also, the possession and consumption of alcoholic beverages and smoking are prohibited. We thank you for joining our commitment. Before we meet today's competitors, Princeton Rugby would take a moment to acknowledge this land.
Hello, my name is Leilani, and I am a Native Hawaiian and a member of Natives at Princeton. We here today acknowledge that this land, the pitch, the university campus, and the town of Princeton is part of the unceded ancestral land of the Lenni Lenape people, the original settlers of what we now call New Jersey, Delaware, New York, and Pennsylvania. European colonizers stole this land and forcibly removed many of the Lenni Lenape, pushing them west, as they did with many people. Here, in 1724, wealthy settlers built their homes and established the town of Princeton. In 1756, the College of New Jersey relocated here and became Princeton University. The university acknowledges that there is no record of its founders consulting the Lenni Lenape people on this usage of their land. The Lenni Lenape never surrendered their sovereignty or their land, and they are still here today. When you leave here after the game, reflect on the history of this land and the injustices that took place so we could be here today, and take action. Listen to and support Indigenous communities as we fight for recognition and equity. Learn about Lenni Lenape history and the history of any other Indigenous group whose land you occupy. Support Native businesses and demand that institutions like Princeton never omit or sanitize their role in the oppression of others. Thank you.
And now, let's meet the teams. First, for the visiting Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers. At number 1, Lexi Vance. Playing number 2, Abby Bartenstein. Number 3, Callie Dietz. Number 4, Leah Palmisano. Number 5, Izzy Smith. Number 6, Sophia Sender. Number 7, Emma Jacobs. And finishing off the forwards, number 8, Tyler Dickens. Playing at number 9, we have Sienna Nedley. Number 10, Aidan Miles. Number 11, Riley Sibilia. Number 12, Monet Hubbard. Number 13, Olivia Woodward. Number 14, Lily Myers. And at number 15, Casey President. The head coach of the Mount is Maggie Miles. She is assisted by Lance Connolly and Brandon Nelson. And now, Tiger fans, on your feet, let's meet the starters for your Princeton Tigers. In the forwards, number 1, Naya Afor. Number 2, Zoe Koniaris. Number 3, Elizabeth Polubinski. Number 4, Brooke Bears. Number 5, Hannah Mulligan. Number 6, Alyssa Brigham. Number 7, Megan Hickey. And number 8, Amelia Clark. And in the backs, at number 9, Sophia Villacorta. Number 10, Laura Esguerra. Number 11, Sam Handwork. Number 12, Leilani Bender. Number 13, Celia Watson. Number 14, Malinka Cuemo. And number 15, Kira Lochran. The head coach of the Tigers is Josie Zaluka. She's assisted by Holly Abrams. And please lend a hand to today's referee, Michael Kelly. Our 2 assistants today are Stephen Elliott and Justin Lee. At this time, we ask that you please stand if you are able and join us as the Princeton ROTC presents our nation's colors. And now, please remain standing for the singing of, or the playing of our national anthem, performed today by the Princeton University Band.
Oh no, I was off. Good afternoon, everyone. Bill Dobbs here with Shane Flynn for the Princeton versus Mount St. Mary's game, just about to kick off. So both these teams started last week with a loss, so they're both looking for the first win. And we got our first kick. Short one. Mount St. Mary's has it. Pass it out through the backs. Good defense by Princeton. And an offside penalty against Princeton.
Yeah, see what they do here.
Penalty to Mount St. Mary's.
A little deep in their end.
Oh, quick tap.
Nice hard run.
And another penalty.
It's like not rolling away.
Not rolling away. And a quick tap again. Another good run. Can't see numbers, so I can't call names.
I don't know if it's my eyes or.
It is kind of bright right here.
Nice recovery there.
Girl's got that jackal. Yeah, she got that jackal. Her hands are right on that.
Another quick
That
tap.
was the 8.
Oh, good
Amelia
offload.
Clark got that.
Their first possession.
Oh,
Oh, should have.
Knocked it on. Play on. Ooh, use it. You got an overload.
Quick to recycle the ball, get it out. Nice support.
She stayed in. Nice work staying in. She was tiptoeing
Yeah,
that
a little
line.
bit going into the tackle, but not really wrapping up. Caused her to get out.
Mount's just pounding away, and Princeton's holding their own on their defense.
Yeah, I like the Mounts. They're going quick, right? They're trying to put pressure on Princeton, and Princeton so far is bending but not breaking.
And they're getting that ball from one side of the field to the other nicely. They get that quick. They got numbers over here. Here it comes. Little step.
This is by 13.
View is blocked now.
Yeah. So now they didn't have the numbers and they went out wide. You know, so
And
it's all right, a
an
little
offside
bit of
penalty against Princeton again.
not at the mark.
Oh no, it's to Princeton. Oh, I don't, the referee keeps putting up his hand either way. So the offsides was against Princeton.
Yeah, I think they thought they stole it there, but nope. Mount gets it back.
And Mount's holding on to it.
Nice run by the hooker, Berenstein.
Oh, look at you, got the names down.
Or Bartenstein. Maybe not right, but we'll try. We'll get it right by the end.
Any name we screw up, we apologize. Oh, coming right at us.
That's staying in, unfortunately. Nice sketch.
Oh, a little offload there. And I'm not even going to try it. 14.
Yeah, Malinka Primo.
Primo.
So it looks like, again, they have the overload. They're just not capitalizing on it right now. A little bit of tough pass. That looked like off her leg,
It
but
looked off her leg, but it's like the referee sees something different.
so our first scrum.
Yep. the 22-meter mark?
Yeah, it seems like it. So we'll see what Princeton decides to do with it.
Can't tell if they're in front or behind. So does Doylestown have any girls out there?
No.
No forward players?
No. I think one of our girls, Izzy, was on the team last year, and I think unfortunately she's no longer with the team. I think she transferred out. I'm not quite sure where she ended up.
Right.
I heard she was looking at Canadian schools, but haven't quite understood. That was at the sort of midsummer decision. Another kick by Princeton. Another good take.
Great catch by number 14.
Lily Myers. Okay, Mount's really doing a good job of keeping possession, getting over the ball, looking to go quick.
Yeah, they're bringing players to every breakdown.
That was
the
a good
support
hit.
is really good.
I'm not sure what that call was.
Quick tap again.
Oh, that's a nice run.
Right in front of the post, too.
Again, Princeton's holding on strong. They're making some good runs, but they're covering their tackles in the back pretty nicely.
Now keeps marching, though, even though they gave up that penalty.
Holding on, so good defensive stand there by Princeton. So they just need to clear this, give themselves a little bit of space, take the pressure off, and see if they can get some ball in hand. It's been all Mount up to this point.
Impressed the way Mount was moving the ball down the field, too.
Yeah, like I said, they're doing a good job of committing to make sure they keep possession, getting the ball out. It looks like maybe some of those breaks, though, however, they just don't have the support there.
Right.
So Princeton is able to counter and jackal and get the penalties. So this is our first line out, I believe.
I was watching a girl from the Mount there, too, throwing earlier. She has a nice throw on her. Oh, but it's
Yeah, this is
Princeton's ball.
Princeton.
Now we'll have a Princeton lineup following the penalty on the try line for not releasing.
A little bit low, but they got possession. Get out. Not a great kick, unfortunately.
14. Is that 14 again?
No, I think it was
That was a 13.
12 or 13. Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit again, execution, trying to finish. Calling sort of obstruction there. So another penalty to Princeton. So let's see if they can clear this one. Stayed in again. They're putting the pressure on. It's Lily Myers with the take.
Sports there, over. Now it's starting over again. Wait till the Emperor hears this game with the two of us doing it, huh?
They're going to be jealous, or people are going to be wanting to get them back. So not rolling away. Again, going quick by Mount.
This is a first for the EGRL channel. First of all, me being on here, you being on here, other than as guests. And we're doing 2 other games today. We got to set up at Sacred Heart and Production O'Brien. What's the Bowdoin? Who's Bowdoin playing? Who's Bowdoin playing? And we got the Bowdoin Frostburg game all going on right now.
Oh, that's great. Again, it's awesome to get the exposure out to these great female athletes and rugby in general, but I think what the EGRL is doing has been fantastic with the exposure. getting it out there so the fans can really see these games. Super exciting to see what the future has.
And I think doing this also for the colleges, that it helps them. It helps the teams. I don't know how many schools actually video. I imagine all of them do. But now the parents at home can see.
Yeah.
Then the kids can go on YouTube and watch this and see how they play and see what they need to work on. I don't think our high school girls go on and watch the games that we put up there, but
yeah, we try to encourage them, right? You know, it's a great learning tool. So again, another penalty against Mount. So this has been, you know, a Mount offensive versus a Princeton penalty match so far, it seems. Not a lot of offense with Princeton with ball in hand. But again, it's a 0-0 score.
Right, and they're marching down the field with penalty kicks.
Didn't quite look straight, but
not
again,
from here, but we're on a bad angle.
Yeah. So Princeton just doesn't look as organized right now offensively. Again,
I like the way they're drawing contact though and looking for that offload. If the support was there a little bit earlier, it would be better for them, but they just turned it over.
Yeah, right now Amelia Clark, you know, their star player, I believe, is, you know, taking a lot of the work, looking to offload, but outside of that, there's not much yet going on. So hopefully they pick up the continuity and get a little bit more offensive flow going. But right now it's back to Mount.
Princeton's doing a good job at the contact area. They're making all their tackles.
Yeah.
And Mount, their girls are running hard.
Yeah. Yeah, you almost are expecting that one break.
Just got a jackal.
Yeah, great.
Oh, with the 9, you got the jackal. Sophia Villacorta? I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize.
They have the advantage, it looks like. Yep. Princeton has the
penalty.
advantage, so let's see how Mount handles the pressure this time. So they haven't gotten any of their kicks in yet, but that one looks like it's in. So looks like they're probably around 15 meters out.
And they march right down from their own 22, all with penalties. It's one way of doing it.
Now we'll have a line out for Princeton following the penalty for not rolling away.
Tough,
That was nuts.
tough line out throw again. That one goes against them. So Mount gets a little bit of a reprieve there.
Everybody thinks line out throws are so easy until you have to throw them. It's one of the things you have to work on every single day.
Yep. Yeah, and again, if you want to differentiate yourselves, you know, those are the skills that especially college coaches are looking for. And at the next level, if you can execute in those set pieces.
About 5 meters out. She turned it over. And Mount clears. Get out. Good job clearing that.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily the kick she was looking for, but effective.
Very effective, yes. Did the job.
Gets a little bit of pressure off of them.
I don't know who got that turnover, but that was very big.
Looks like one of the Princeton players was a little hurt.
I don't see who that is. I
Can't see the number there.
I think our hair's blocking it.
I think it was number 5, they said.
5?
Maybe.
Hannah Mulligan?
No, that's not number 5. Sorry.
I can't see.
Yeah, that was number 4. That was a nice line out there.
Oh,
Amelia
that's just...
got lucky. It's going backwards. They just need to settle down right now, get that shape. Okay, Amelia again. Again, she's taking people looking for the offload. They're just not coming through that gap. Oh. A little bit sloppy, but
Now, too, they have to settle down.
yeah. Okay, nice pick through to space.
Kira, is she the one from the Night Nurse?
I don't know.
I can't remember the name of the girl.
Oh, not expecting that
Not ready
pass.
for that at all.
Yeah, again, they're kind of flat. But that should be a
Oh,
steal,
got
I
that
think.
jackal.
Yeah.
Looks like she's got it.
I don't think the ref is in the right position. All right, he's got it. Oh, that's not. See, he was not in the right position and missed that call, unfortunately, for Mount.
That looked clean to me.
Yeah. Yep, was on the other side of the ruck, and unfortunately didn't sort of see the good poach. All right, getting the line out. It's a good kick that time.
Princeton will now have a line out following the penalty for offside.
He sounds all official with that British voice of his.
All right, so based on what I'm seeing, I'm guessing it's a line out going to Amelia. But we'll see. No, they skip behind her. That's all right. They're going out to the backs, trying to use it.
Some good pressure up from Mount.
They have a little bit of space out there.
Stiff arm out on her.
That was good.
This thing's moving it. They're putting a little something together
Yeah.
here.
It's again just not on the same page. But
She did a good job keeping that ball, though. Now its line speed is really pushing them back.
yeah, they counteract that nicely. Now it's got the ball.
There goes Riley Sibilia. Former Morris girl. Get my plugs in. That might not have been Riley. Yeah, maybe it was. Was that Riley took it in? No, I know the number. It just
We'll now have a scrum to Mount St Mary's following
Between the
offer by
glare
Princeton in the contact.
being old, I can't see very well.
Now Riley is what grade is she in?
She's sophomore now.
Sophomore. Okay.
And her sister,
Yep.
Sydney's on the team also. Sydney,
Oh yeah.
she's
Yep.
24.
Yep, I see that there. So
So yeah, we have them
Sydney's
both at
great.
Morris.
great player,
And-
great leader.
Yep. Sydney was EGR Selects, one of the captains of Morris. That's Riley there.
I think they might have.
Not rolling away.
Running away. All right, Mount. Another
Mount
little
likes the
pressure
quick
there.
taps.
Looked like she was through and then decided to throw it.
Right.
I think she might have been able to get through that hole.
Comes up by that
Nice.
guy from Princeton, whoever that was.
Yeah. Again, they're sort of winning the breakdowns, but unfortunately, again, the execution. Still got it. It's Amelia looking for the offload.
Oh.
Yeah, she does that every time. She breaks through the line because
Right.
she's a powerful runner, and the support just not quite on the same page, or
They're
being
just
able to
a little
execute just a
slow.
little off. But yeah,
Little slow getting there. I think a couple steps more, they're going to connect with one or two of them later on. They're going to fix that.
So this might be like a water
We will
break,
now take
maybe.
a few moments to get some water in this heat. The score remains.
It is,
0,
it's
Mountain
humid.
0.
Humid, not so sunny right now, but it's very hot and humid here.
Agree.
It's a good thing we're in the dark shirts, and
Yeah,
not the light shirts.
We picked the right outfits for the day, that's for sure.
So yeah, it's obviously a close game, 0-0 so far, halfway through the first half. Again, Mount had sort of the pressure for probably the first 10 minutes or so, and then Princeton has taken over, I would say, in the last 10. Back and forth match.
Yeah, I think they're both looking like they're just starting to get their stuff together, and it should be interesting how this goes. They look pretty evenly matched right now.
Yeah, you're just waiting for that one break,
Right,
to happen. But good for the defense. Again, they're holding strong on both sides and not giving up that big play.
It's something we talk about a lot on our podcast, and even just with other coaches and players, whatever. Since COVID, one thing we have noticed is the contact area in the women's game has changed. It's no more just grabbing a shirt and spinning them around until they go down.
Right.
They're getting shoulders in, they're hitting. And pre-COVID, there was some of it, but not as much. Now it's, even at the high school level, we're seeing the contact be great.
Yeah, and if you can win those breakdown areas, right, with turnover ball, that like you're gonna have a good chance of winning. So this is scrum to Mount, I believe.
Yeah, to Mount.
Looks like they have an overload on the left-hand side. Left going to.
Perfect for an 8-man pick.
Yep.
They're
They're trying to use that weak side winger in the line to create an overlap. Nice play.
Making the meters.
Oh, but just handed off to the Princeton player, and Princeton gets the possession back.
Good defense from Mount, pushing them back again.
Little kick through from maybe the scrum half. Looks like it went out of bounds. So
Another line out.
good field vision though, if trying to put the ball behind the defense.
Yeah, relieved a little pressure too.
Yeah.
The defense is really coming up on them.
Yeah, and this is where, again, I don't think either lineout has been very consistent. So this is probably a 50-50 ball at this point.
Now we have for Mount St. Mary's number 5.
Can't even
back
see
at
the
field,
line out. We
Susan
have a
Smith
touch
after
judge
the
in
blood
front of my view.
substitution.
Yeah, a little low, but down the middle, and Mount gets the ball. Good pressure.
But
from
that 13
Princeton.
loves the contact. She's not afraid to take a hit.
Oh, intercepted
Wow.
by Amelia. Oh, and there's that offload they're looking for. Finally connects. Let's see, they just can't get the ball out quickly, though. There it comes. Trying to. It's a little bit of a mob there. Can't do it.
You
Ball's
get it out.
Yep. And pressuring through. They're close.
Oh, they
stolen
turned it
again.
over.
Can't see who that
Right at the
number
goal
is,
line.
but yeah, I think that was Monet Hubbard.
Another
with the
turnover.
poach. Yeah, back and forth.
I'm guessing that ball's a little
Yeah.
slippery from all the humidity and everybody being so sweaty.
And again, stolen again.
What a nice
And then a
kick, too.
relief, yeah. That's out. That's
Right
that
in
was
front of us. And your daughter gets the ball. Look at that.
yeah, a bunch of turnovers back and forth. Again, Mount was under pressure, and they withstand the challenge from Princeton.
Princeton was knocking right on that door, too. Crowd's getting crazy behind us.
So probably would have been a knock, I think, but he called it just out on.
Went out of bounds and gave him the line out.
Yeah. Again, yep, another sort of knock forward by Mount, trying to contest the line out. Princeton gets it. Oh, again, just tough pass there.
Fighting hard in those rocks too.
Let's see if that
could be intentional.
Yeah, interested to see how he calls it. Yeah, just a penalty. So keeps the card in the pocket.
Somebody's getting smart here on one of those cherry picks and just fake it and go.
That's a nice clearing kick for touch there.
Both defenses are really pushing up to try to get that cherry.
Yep.
Got to be careful with that though.
Yeah, you don't quite see that too often, but we probably had like four receptions so far. Again, luckily none of them have gone sort of the full distance back. So line out to Mount, closer to 22. Little overthrow and Princeton gets the ball.
Moving it across the field.
Not again. Probably an okay decision, but not a good execution there, unfortunately. Mount gets the ball back. And it looks like, again, not
rolling away.
Yeah, hands into the rock, it looks like, but. So this kick is a little interesting, right? Because it's in the middle of the field. Kicks haven't been necessarily strong. Let's see what they do.
Going a long way.
Go, and it just squeaks out.
Got it out.
And this is where, nobody's chasing that ball either, right? So it's sort of an opportunity. And again, Princeton got a little lucky with the ball going out.
Got to imagine it's hot out there. And it's hot here sitting here for us.
Yep.
I can imagine out there running around like this. It's got to be brutal.
Tough pass, another clearing kick. This one's a little bit more effective, but Mount gets the ball. Oh, and there, Princeton's there to poach that ball again. Yeah.
Support just isn't getting there.
Again, little unfortunately not able to hold on to the ball and bounces right into Mount's hands. Number 9 from Mount has a really good pass. I've been like watching her. She gets that ball out pretty quick and effective.
Going through hands.
And I think, they had the advantage, but it looks like advantage is over.
The backs are making some runs.
Yeah.
Riley Siblia there.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah.
Unlucky.
Yeah, that was probably one of her. She's making, I just made the comment, she's making great passes. That was a little low.
So you jinxed her.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
The announcer's job.
We'll now have a
Sienna?
scrum
Is her name, if I'm pronouncing that properly. If not, I apologize. The scrum half for Mount. Again, has been looking really good all game so far.
While we're waiting for them to set up the scrum, anybody out there watching this, if you like this content, please subscribe to our EGRL channel. We need the subscriptions to help us keep going. So if you can, subscribe to our channel. my public service announcement.
Nice push by Princeton scrum there, and a clearing kick by Princeton. This one looks a little bit good, putting pressure on them.
Oh, nice move.
Yeah.
Somebody whiff it up.
Mount with a nice powerful run there. Looking to go quick again out.
I'm liking the way how
Wow,
quick Princeton's defense
Yeah.
is setting up. Their backing game is really good.
Get it! Take that ball! You got it! Take that ball! Take it!
Trying to counter, but Mount does a good job of holding strong. Yeah.
Get in there!
Kick by Mount. Princeton's got it.
Let's go! Let's go! Support! Support! Get in there! Support!
Let's see if Princeton can do something now. Have some numbers on the outside. Yeah, just
Not on the same page again.
yeah. A little high tackle there by Mount, so it's going to be Princeton's penalty. We're going to go for touch. Again,
Batted out.
got lucky. It bounced in, and it's rolling out. So
Doesn't matter what it looks like
Yeah.
once it gets there.
Line out Princeton for the penalty for a high tackle. Also, we have a substitution.
Oh, now the
for
sun's coming
Tigers
out.
Coming off the field, number 12, Leilani
Get a little-
Bender.
Hopefully not for long.
Number
Yeah.
16, Annabelle Edwards.
Kind of welcoming the rain a little bit, hopefully. You're welcome to sit here, but you got to be on mic. So you have to face us and talk.
Cameraman in my way, so I can't quite see. But
Yeah,
Princeton
same.
has the ball. Again,
Oh.
Amelia Clark getting that breakthrough,
for that
looking for the
offload.
offload. Again, just a little late getting to her.
Support
Yeah,
center
but they
a
got
little
it. Now there's some speed on the outside. Mount does a good job of cover tackle.
Get there!
Can't tell if they poached that ball or not.
It looks like it's
they
Mount's
did,
ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they did a good job of poaching that.
Yep, that's on the move again. Passing up with a couple forwards. And bringing it out to the backs.
Princeton defense is coming up hard, yeah. And
Get the ball!
oh, he's saying,
Wow.
I'm not sure how he says that wasn't backwards, but also Princeton gets the penalty. Amelia Clark goes quick. Oh, well, she's dragging defenders there. She's probably 2 meters out.
2-3 meters away, yeah.
Let's see if Mount holds up their defense. Penalty advantage to Princeton. They're close. They're right on that line.
Ref's looking.
Can't see where it's at, but he's not blowing the whistle yet. Another pick and go. Held up.
Wow.
But is he going to call the penalty? Yes. Princeton still has the penalty. Let's see if they recognize it and go quick.
Keep the pressure!
They're sort of, unfortunately, waiting for Mount's defense to get set up. Now they go quick. Well, they take it, and there's the first try.
Let's try the game.
I think that was
their
Amelia. Yeah, Amelia Clark.
She's been working hard. She deserved that.
Yeah, she's their main offensive threat right now. And again, she's a powerful runner, taking, at a minimum 1 or 2 tacklers
Right.
to get her down, and constantly looking for that offload. So smart. And if you can get that support there just a little bit quicker, those holes will open up even more. So we'll see here. Looks like Princeton's kicker is number 14, Malinka.
Malinka
Yeah, I was going to let you say.
Cuomo?
Cuomo?
Cuomo? Again, apologize for getting the names wrong.
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
good. All right. Well, so we are
7-0, Princeton ahead.
Yeah. Somebody's standing in front of the clock. It looks 29 minutes in. We have our first score, 7-0. So now let's see how Mount comes back, right? They have the opportunity to put a little bit more pressure on this kick.
Mount, every time they get the ball, they're moving it so well down the field. They're just not getting it in.
Yeah. And again, that's a credit to Princeton's defense.
Right.
Is that 10?
Short
Not
kick,
10,
not
unfortunately.
Touch it.
Use the Tigers, let's go!
So it'll be a scrum center to Princeton. And again, obviously, as an offensive team, right, this creates a lot of opportunities where it spreads the field defensively for, you know, which side are you going to go to,
Let's go,
putting
Tigers!
pressure on the
Let's go,
defense.
let's go!
So it looks like they have split backs for Princeton.
There's a lot you could run off of this.
Yeah.
Get loud, Tigers, get loud!
Good stable. She looks to pick it up and go. Good hard run through number 12.
Tackle.
It's through. Fullback's coming up, needs to make that tackle. Oh, tries
She
to stutter
slipped.
step. That's the.
Mount's defense is up.
Yeah, Princeton just not a lot of depth right now. Kind of flat, taking that without much pace, so easy for them to defend Mount. But again, there's Amelia Clark getting through the line.
Loose ball.
A little trouble again. Oh, the field again.
Oh,
Might
she
wanna
got the
end
pin.
there.
She got the
Mount got the
jackal.
poach.
You're right, Malika!
See what Mount's going to do here.
Yeah, the poach there by Emma Jacobs from Mount.
Oh, called her on that roll.
Yeah, not releasing. A little bit of multiple rolls, but
Yeah.
Use it, get loud, let's go!
I don't know who
Tigers!
teaches that.
Play smart, play smart!
Most of the time you get away with it. though.
yeah. Again, there wasn't a defender there, but so yeah. I mean,
Now we have a Princeton lineup.
after that first 10 minutes, Princeton has sort of had the majority of the real possession and putting a lot of pressure on the Mount. But still 7-0.
It's tough playing defense for that long.
Yeah.
Use it! Use it!
Little fake and
nice.
show and go. She's gonna get to the corner. She does. She makes it to the corner.
Celia Watson, 13.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really what they drew up, but it was effective, right?
It looked good.
She looked to do almost like a switch, and nobody was there, so she shot through the gap and took it herself. So a little bit of a longer angled kick this time.
You get the number on the kicker?
I think it was 14 again.
14?
I believe. Malinka.
Malinka. Oh, somebody said her name the right way and I didn't pick it up.
Thanks. We're getting water.
Oh, the star gets water. I got
Oh,
it.
you got one.
Good, yeah.
We're good. Thanks.
Kick is up.
A little
wide.
Yeah, wide and a little short, but again, that was a tough kick. So it's 12-0 Princeton.
The score is Princeton 12, Mount St. Mary's.
Now to see what Mount has, if they're going to come back, or
Yeah, again, this is where they need to make this restart effective so they can put a little bit of pressure back on Princeton. Not making those kicks, again, puts the pressure back on them. So let's see if they can execute a little bit better this time.
so if I was coaching, I'd be saying to them, try to get points on the board before the half.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, you want to get that momentum going into the second half, right? They clearly had, good momentum, looked like a very dangerous back line
Right.
in the beginning, and just Princeton, to their credit, held strong and they didn't capitalize, but it's there. They just need that confidence now and
Right,
momentum and build upon it. So yeah, if they can
And lighten up on the penalties.
Yep. Yeah. I think that's what got Princeton, I think, back into
Right.
the match in the beginning. Princeton was really doing a good job of winning that breakdown, poaching ball. Again, good defense. So it does look like now I think this is number 14 for Mount. Yeah, Lily. I think she kicked it the last time, but let's see how she does on this restart. Good,
much
goes
better.
deep. Yep. Let's see if put pressure on them.
Oh, good kick.
It's
Tackle, offload.
good. That was a little high. Brought the arm down. That was good. Oh, another breakthrough.
Which tackles?
That was Alyssa, I think, number 6, maybe.
Number 6.
Yeah,
Alyssa.
Alyssa Brigham. Oh, unfortunately, another knock on by Princeton. It's going to be a scrum to Mount. But that was that was a nice run. Again, another hard runner by Princeton.
You're finding the gaps.
Yep. Yeah, and maybe again, Mount's it's a hot day, and now they've been under pressure a little bit for the past 20 or so minutes, getting a little tired.
Sorry.
Looks like, yeah, one of the Mount players is down. Hopefully it's just a cramp. Nothing serious. So it's a little break in the action.
At the 15 for Mount?
I can't quite see the number there. Yeah, it looks like just a cramp. Can't tell if that's 15 or 13. Looks like she's going to unfortunately have to come off.
Oh.
I think it might be Kamika, President, 15.
Well, let's hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing serious. You see who came in for her?
Yeah, it looked like Lily Myers, I think, at number 14, is moving back to the fullback spot. And I can't quite see on that far side who the wing is.
Has been reversed, so Leilani Bender, number 12, will be back on the field for Mount St. Mary's.
So you're saying the 12 was out and came back on?
Yeah, but I think that was, he was talking about the Princeton roster, so I'm not sure. He mentioned Leilani, but that's Princeton, so.
Unless Production O'Brien gave us the wrong rosters. Sydney's on. Oh, now we have
Yes.
both Sibley sisters. 2 Morris girls out there for the Mount. Nice hard run.
Yeah,
Hand off.
looking to offload. Got to be careful there.
Gonna get over her.
Sport,
There
yep.
you go.
I'm not sure what she's doing.
I don't think she knows.
Unfortunately, yeah, I don't know if that's just maybe not understanding the rules a little bit. Not sure what happened, but Princeton takes advantage of it. gets the kick out of bounds for their line out.
We see stuff like that happen a lot, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the, again, you want that aggressiveness, but is it the rugby IQ, you know, that comes along? And so how do you balance that? How do you continue to just coach them up?
Stolen there. Line out stolen by the Mount.
Yep.
And almost a poach.
Abigail.
Almost a poach for Princeton.
Yeah, I think, again, going over or hands in the ruck.
Mount not 10.
Yep. The ref has it. There's Amelia again.
Oh, and a knock-on.
Again, unfortunately, another knock-on by Princeton.
But they weren't 10, so they should be getting another penalty.
All right. Look like they're a little bit in front of the 22. Looks like they're still a little in front of the 22 with that kick. But Princeton's ball. See if they can, again, get this line out.
You got this, Tigers! That ball's yours! Let's go! Nice, use it!
Yeah, again, it's a low line-out throw, so Mount's contesting, but...
That 13 just made that same move and then gave it around the back.
Come on, let's go! Get there! Get there!
That's a nice quick pass out from the Princeton team.
Seeing people getting up slower and slower.
Yeah.
At the end of this half.
Yeah, it looks like number 12 from Mount, Monet Hubbard, now
okay,
doing a little
she's up.
cramp or something. That's the half.
That's halftime. Oh, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back when about to restart.
Fans, that'll do it for the first half. The score is Mount St. Mary's 0, Tigers 12. We have a try apiece for Amelia Clark, number 8, and number 13, Celia Watson. Are you following the Tigers on social media? Follow us on Instagram at Princeton Tigers for the latest information and behind-the-scenes content. Also, have you registered your kids for the Princeton Kids Club yet? Our free kids club for kids 12 and under allows members to attend select sporting events throughout the year for free. Members will also receive a monthly newsletter that includes all upcoming events. Register your kids now at goprincetontigers.com/kids club. Don't forget, Princeton Women's Rugby is back next Saturday as they face the Dartmouth Big Green at noon. For a full list of events, visit goprincetontigers.com/calendar. Alright folks, as we get ready for the second half, I have news of a Mount St. Mary substitution. Coming off the field, number 8, Tyler Gibbons. She's replaced by number 19, Bella Canby.
All right, Production O'Brien, we're back on. Can you hear us? Oh, he's not ready. Can you hear us, Production O'Brien? Okay, we're good to go. We're back on, Shane. So here we are to start the second half.
We need those clouds back again.
I agree.
It's not good for bald guys.
That's why I get this stupid hat on. So now it's kicking to Princeton to start this half. So what were you telling Mount St. Mary's at halftime? Coach?
Yeah, again, I think the penalties is something they need to clean up. But again, just reinforcing the fact that that first 10 minutes they looked really good, and that's there, right? They just need to clean up a couple things, and yeah, I mean they're just one score away from making this a game, right? But it's, you know, if Princeton gets that next score, and then it's that's a harder mountain to climb, but. And again, yeah, unfortunately, again, Princeton in the breakdown is winning those things, either through penalty or poaching.
Knocked on, couldn't see the number.
Yeah, and that's where Mount's getting lucky because Princeton's not necessarily executing so well on the offensive side, dropping a lot of balls.
So, all right, now let's go to the other side. If you were Princeton's coach, what were you saying at halftime?
Yeah, I think at this point it's how do you keep that possession, right? You know, a little bit of maybe that they need a couple more weeks to build up the continuity, right? So then it's just about keeping it a little bit slower, not trying to rush things, keep that ball in hand and not make those errors so much. If you keep the ball in your hands, Mount hasn't really, again, shown much that they can score.
There with an offload. Looking to the ground. Sports there. Not rolling away. Quick enough advantage. Penalty to Mount. Some tall kid from your family got in our way.
Tall in my family doesn't really make sense, but
trust me, I understand.
Taller to me. Oh no, not you. I think that was.
Maybe we're related in that sense.
Vertically challenged in my family.
But I'm the tallest in my family. There's something wrong.
Has the ball in the corner there, but
keeping it in. Pick and go.
And another penalty to Princeton in the breakdown.
Was it a penalty or a try? I think it was a try.
Oh, he's trying to try. Oh, sorry. Oh, so that,
yeah, try.
Yeah.
Didn't see who got it. Farthest corner away from us it happened. Got on the board. That's what they needed to do.
Yeah, so like we said, right, if they can get that first try, that builds up the confidence. And again, they know they can, you know, be pretty effective with getting the ball out quickly, and they have numbers quite a bit.
Their support kind of slowed down in that first half.
Yeah, yep.
I think that halftime came right at the right time for them.
Yeah, they look re-energized now.
That is a try for Mount St. Mary's, scored by number 1, Lexi Vance.
Yeah, so the reset prop, Lexi Vance with the try. So again, a tough kick from the corner, but yeah, coming up a little bit short there, unfortunately. So it's a one try plus conversion game.
We got a game here now.
Yeah, so similar to Mount in the first half, how does Princeton respond here? And it all starts with this restart kick.
Right. Got to catch it cleanly. Support.
Yeah. Princeton's job is to put pressure on the Mount to try to take back some of that possession. And unfortunately, we're not in our box seats right now, so we got some.
we don't get the luxury of the other guys up high and
so
nice.
We got some folks standing in front of us, unfortunately. So it looked like that kick was a little short, but Princeton tried to, or no, the Mount tried to go for it and knocked it on.
Princeton recovered it.
So a little bit, again, execution there.
Yeah, those other guys at the other fields, they're all climate controlled, luxury boxes up high. And here we got a picnic table. And we're sharing a mic.
All right, so Princeton scrum. Yeah, I think this is where like Amelia Clark
That
with
just went down.
Amelia being their primary offensive weapon, really. You know, this is an 8-man pick opportunity. Let's see, number 11 looks like Sam Handworth on Princeton. You know, is she looking at the opportunity down the line with this 8-man pick?
If we were doing that, I'd have her right on the line,
Yeah.
right on the paint.
So
I'd actually have her there anyway, just even if it wasn't going that way, just as a decoy more than anything.
yeah. Let's see what they choose to do here.
You got this, Tigers, let's go! This is your school! You're gonna win this, let's go! Go Tigers, get ready, push!
Engaged. Falls in. Looks like Princeton won.
Looks like, yeah, an 8-man pass out to the backs. Looks like Amelia does everything.
My view is limited right now.
That's looks like Mount stole the ball. Looks like they counter-rucked that and stole the ball, so Mount has it.
I think Mount knocked it on.
Yeah. Again,
Number 8.
our vision here is a little blocked, unfortunately. So, but Princeton now, yeah, Princeton driving. They're not going for the legs. They're just trying to. And the Princeton players are taking them. That was a good 15 meters. Out to Amelia. Looking for that offload.
She's having a good game. She's having a really good game.
Offsides, I believe. So up by 7, right in front of the posts.
I'd be going for it.
Yeah, let's see what they decide to do. No, they tap and go. I think they give it to Amelia again.
She got it.
Gets the try.
Now Mount's going to answer right back.
Yeah.
That was good work by Amelia.
Yeah, and that's again, she's obviously a super powerful, great player, but on the Mount side, you gotta understand that that's their player, right? So if you have to put a couple girls on her, don't let her beat you. You just gotta make the switch and let somebody else beat you. Yeah.
One down low, one at that ball.
Aiden Miles, she's replaced by number 17, Katie Stone.
So this should be a relatively easy kick, but and it goes right down the middle. Good job. So that should make it 19-5.
Right. A little slow on the scoreboard over there. We're moving it now. Well, let's see what Mount does here.
Yeah, they got to. They really got to come back again. They took that momentum back, but then they had the score and they unfortunately didn't execute on the restart. Right? Those are things that again are momentum killers a little bit, and then Princeton took advantage. And then they're getting the next one. So now let's see if they can get that momentum back.
Get a good kick here and get possession.
Princeton 19,
Lily Myers with the
5.
restart. A little short kick, but Princeton's got it.
Defense isn't coming up. It's slowed down. Defense got to get up. There we go. A little better on that one. And knock on, so we'll get it back.
So Amelia took it, tried to pass it off, and again, a little bit of unfortunate hands by number 7 on Princeton. hands it over back to Mount. So again, a good, offensive platform right now for Mount. Middle of the field scrum.
See what they do here. Princeton's got it.
Yeah, Princeton, it's like they stole it, and there's Amelia.
Where's that defense? Defense got to get up there.
Number 5, Hannah Mulligan.
Good support from Princeton.
She's a freshman. Played a lot of select side.
No look. That was a no look pass.
Atlantis. Sure, a great addition to the program for Josie. Nice tackle. Trying to poach, not moving the legs, but now has the ball.
Another one.
Oh.
Went backwards, though.
A little bit again. It's just the execution's just quite not there. A little bit from both sides. Just a little bit of misaligned passes and
Just a
not
little
really
slow.
expecting the ball, I think, in some cases.
Just a little slow to support, too. Maybe a step or two behind.
So again, it's still early in their season, so these are the things that you look at the tape, you work on, and you continue to try to get better. And
so how long of a preseason do they practice? Their first games were last week, obviously. Do they have 1 week, 2 weeks to
yeah,
prepare?
I can't imagine. And I know Princeton has some different rules as well for when, especially freshmen, can get on campus and start participating.
Yeah, I think
so
it
makes it a
that
little bit more difficult to really get that continuity with your team.
Countered again. I think Mount got it.
Yeah, and this is where you have two, what I would say, teams that are building, right? They're trying to recruit and building that base where when you go away for the summer, you're bringing back a good core rather than a smaller core and then trying to fit in the pieces to a system, especially going from a high school to college level, which again we know that's getting better, but you're still bringing in a lot of athletes that maybe even haven't played rugby, right? We're trying to incorporate them, teach them how to play rugby at a high level and in a system that these D1 teams are playing at. So, and that's tough for teams like this, especially when they play against those more established teams, the Dartmouths, right? The
Harvard.
The Harvards, the Armies, and stuff like that. But you can see once you start to build that momentum and you get a good recruiting class, if you've seen like some of the results from the past couple of weeks, right? Sacred Heart and others, you get that base and girls that have really been playing at a high level in the high school ranks, they can come in and really make a difference to your program.
To me, 2 weeks doesn't seem like enough
of
a preseason to get your team together.
Yep.
I know being in the Northeast, we have to, especially in the fall, start early so we're done before the snow comes. It just doesn't seem like enough time to me.
Yeah, I'm sure all the coaches agree.
I'm sure. Because like you said, you're getting those crossover athletes that you got to teach them the game. You know they're great athletes, but they don't know the game.
Yeah, and this is where, again, Mount, they had possession, and unfortunately in the breakdown, Princeton's there to try to poach the ball, and Mount doesn't have the support to ruck those Princeton players out, and they're getting those jackals for, just stealing the ball outright or getting the penalty for holding on.
Another jackal.
But this is where Princeton again didn't get the clearing kick, but again got the ball back, and now high tackle penalty on the Mount. I mentioned that before. Penalties penalties have been tough for Mount. And, Princeton capitalizes again. Good clearing kick. I think they're trying to figure out who their kicker may be. I think they're they're rotating.
Well, Amelia kicked out the last one out. Well, it didn't go out, it stayed in, but did a nice boot on it.
Yep. So this is where Princeton, again, their lineouts have been kind of low, and Mount is getting in front, but they're actually knocking the ball forward and allowing Princeton to get it or getting some of the penalty. And they did it again. That time they stole it. Right, so that's something, again, as Princeton needs to try to identify areas of improvement. Their lineout has been an area where they can really look to improve, to keep that possession on these penalties.
Like I said before, it's throwing in that ball you have to work every day.
Yep.
You have to work on lifting. You have to work on your jumping. It's not something in 2-3 weeks you're going to pick up real quick.
So it looked like a nice run, but good defense again by Princeton. And
my view is blocked at the moment.
Yeah, Mount's doing a halfway decent job of recycling the ball. Looks a little bit slower compared to the first pass of getting that ball out.
Like with the counter run too.
Yeah. Oh, almost through. Don't know if he's
got away with it.
Yeah. So again, not really releasing that ball on the ground, but allowing it to happen. And I think the ref's back was maybe to that one because there's another poach from Princeton that was right over top, and they steal the ball.
That ruck was already set too.
But Mount,
hey, they got away with it.
So Mount, with another counter ruck, and hands in by Princeton. So again, counter rucks back and forth. Now Mount looks to go quick, which is smart. Nice play by number 9. The support's not quite there though.
Oh, she got right back up.
Yeah. Again, they have the
good heads up by that 9.
But that ball didn't come out quite as quick as probably Mount wanted it, so it allows Princeton's defense to get back, which they may have stolen it, maybe.
We're playing the pick. Oh, they did steal it, and
Princeton
it was kicked.
Stole it. Again, not the prettiest kick, but a little effective to where the Mount wasn't, but they got it. Oh, wow. Nice hard run. That was, I think, 22. Oh.
22 of Princeton, right?
No, I think that was Mount run. And that's a score in the corner. I think that was 22. Zyquaria? I'm sorry again if I mispronounced
You
that
just
name,
said number 17.
Well, it was 22 that had that initial run that took the counter, the kick and countered down the side and really made a great hit off of, I think, the winger out there on Princeton that took the hard hit from her. And then they were able to get that score in the corner. So Mount, again, comes back.
This game still, there's plenty of time left in this game. Now the strategy is their bench. Using your bench, because a lot of them are gassed at this point. Especially with this weather.
Yeah.
And now we have no clouds, and we're supposed to get rain all day.
Well, that's why I didn't bring my hat. I was expecting it to be cloudy and chance of rain.
Hopefully you have sunscreen on.
I'm not that smart. Sort of like those March, April games when it's 40 degrees in the morning. You're like, I don't need sunscreen, and then
or you look at the weather and go, oh, it's gonna be 60, but you get out there, it's 30.
Yeah. So again, a tough kick from the corner, comes up a little bit short. So it's still a 2-score game, but Mount looked good. And so again, it's about how they keep that momentum, and these restarts are so critical.
They are.
One of my pet peeves is you have that momentum, and again, you don't make that kick, right? Or you drop the ball when they're giving you possession back. It's sort of one of those things where you're biting your lip a little bit as a coach on the sidelines.
No idea what you mean.
Yeah. So right now, Princeton's job is to put pressure on Mount. Mount's job is to get this ball back, put the pressure back on. And again, unfortunately, again, this is what we were just saying, right? Like, who's going to execute in this opportunity? And Mount had the momentum, and now you're giving them a good offensive platform right in the middle.
And kicking, drop kicks, and goal kicking, even kicking for touch.
Yeah.
It's a skill you have to
those
work
line
on
out throws, like you're
every
saying.
day. It's another skill that you can't just rely on practice. You have to work on it. And some of these girls, or maybe a lot of them, are all just learning how to do this for the first time.
Right. Yeah. So the advice to our younger players out there is work on it. Even if you're not the hooker, even if you're not the kicker currently on your team, keep working at it, and you'll get your opportunity.
And you will.
Yep.
That opportunity will come someday.
And again, the thing, just I probably can speak on behalf of you as well as many coaches, we're looking for flexibility, right? You want girls to be able to play different positions and have different skills and be able to move around. It gives us a little bit more chess pieces as we're thinking about lineups and things like that. So,
and we kind of have to, because you never know who's not going to make a game or a tournament, and you have injuries, and we don't have rosters of 35, 40 girls deep for a game. We just don't. Most of especially the high school teams are running about 17 players. So it's one injury, hey,
you're
from wing
now
to
you're
prop.
the kicker. Yeah, you're throwing lineouts. Yeah, so definitely encourage everybody to just work on all skills, right? As many as you can. It just makes you an overall better player. One of the things I always like to do is I encourage them to, if you're forward, understand what backs do, right?
Right.
Play those like alter ego games where you switch a little bit sometimes in there, and just that rugby IQ is so important as well.
It is.
So understanding what backs do or what forwards do, even if it's not your primary position, is important to understand the strategy, where people are expected to be.
It's so much easier to learn this stuff nowadays with YouTube and all the all the sites out there that will have all different skills. I mean, Rugby Bricks is a good one. They break it down so simple and teach it where you could go on and learn this stuff yourself.
Yeah, and especially as you're a high school player going into college, right? You've been probably playing certain positions because you're maybe one of the better players on your team, and then you go to the college level and you're now now asked to play a different position possibly.
Well, we see it with Sydney's Sibilia. She was an 8-man for Morris, our captain. Now she's a freshman at the Mount, and I think she's playing somewhere in the backs right now.
Yeah. Yep. And that's great, right? That you can play all those positions and you go where the coaches need you and the team needs you.
That gets you playing time.
Yeah. So, again, let's see. Mount's got the ball back, and again, they're putting pressure back on Princeton. So it's now Princeton's job to see if they can withstand this. There's a good. Yeah. And
she's determined.
Probably like 3 or 4 tacklers there.
Pick and go by herself. Oh, high tackle. You got it. So pick and go. She's got a little support there with her. Ooh. High tackle.
And Mount's not looking to go very quickly.
They got numbers out wide.
They look either a little tired or not sure what they want to do.
Look at the numbers Mount has out wide.
Unfortunately,
they can walk it in.
Bash it in there.
That's what us forwards do.
Yeah. And unfortunately, in the breakdown, Princeton's there to try to poach the ball, and Mount doesn't have the support to ruck those Princeton players out, and they're getting those jackals for just stealing the ball outright or getting the penalty for holding on.
Another jackal.
But this is where Princeton again didn't get the clearing kick, but again got the ball back, and now high tackle penalty on the Mount. We mentioned that before. Penalties have been tough for Mount. And Princeton capitalizes again. Good clearing kick. I think they're trying to figure out who their kicker may be. I think they're they're rotating.
Well, Amelia kicked out the last one out. Well, it didn't go out, it stayed in, but she had a nice boot on it.
Yep. So this is where Princeton, again, their lineouts have been kind of low, and Mount is getting in front, but they're actually knocking the ball forward and allowing Princeton to get it or getting some of the penalty. And they did it again. That time they stole it. Right, so that's something, again, as Princeton needs to try to identify areas of improvement. Their lineout has been an area where they can really look to improve, to keep that possession on these penalties.
Like I said before, it's throwing in that ball you have to work every day.
Yep.
You have to work on lifting. You have to work on your jumping. It's not something in 2-3 weeks you're going to pick up real quick.
So it looked like a nice run, but good defense again by Princeton. And
my view is blocked at the moment.
Yeah, Mount's doing a halfway decent job of recycling the ball. Looks a little bit slower compared to the first pass of getting that ball out.
Like with the counter run too.
Yeah. Oh, almost through. Don't know. Yeah, he's
got away with it.
Yeah. So again, not really releasing that ball on the ground, but allowing it to happen. And I think the ref's back was maybe to that one because there's another poach from Princeton that was right over top. And they steal the ball.
That ruck was already set too.
But Mount,
hey, they got away with it.
So Mount, with another counter ruck, and hands in by Princeton. So again, counter rucks back and forth. Now Mount looks to go quick, which is smart. Nice play by number 9. The support's not quite there though.
Oh, she got right back up.
Yeah. Again, they have the
good heads up by that 9.
But Princeton's that ball didn't come out quite as quick as probably Mount wanted it, so it allows Princeton's defense to get back, which they may have stolen it, maybe.
We're playing the pick. Oh, they did steal it, and
Princeton
it was kicked.
Stole it. Again, not the prettiest kick, but a little effective to where the Mount wasn't, but they got it. Oh, wow. Nice hard run. That was, I think, 22? Oh.
22 of Princeton, right?
No, I think that was Mount run. And that's a score in the corner. I think that was 22. Zyquaria? I'm sorry, again, if I mispronounced
You just said number 17.
Well, it was 22 that had that initial run that took the counter, the kick and countered down the side and really made a great hit off of, I think, the winger out there on Princeton that took the hard hit from her. And then they were able to get that score in the corner. So Mount, again, comes back.
This game still, there's plenty of time left in this game. Now the strategy is your bench. Using your bench, because a lot of them are gassed at this point. Especially with this weather.
Yeah.
And now we have no clouds, and we're supposed to get rain all day.
Well, that's why I didn't bring my hat. I was expecting it to be cloudy and chance of rain.
Hopefully you have sunscreen on.
I'm not that smart. Sort of like those March, April games when it's, 40 degrees in the morning. You're like, I don't need sunscreen. And then
or you look at the weather and go, it's going to be 60, but you get out there, it's 30.
Yeah, so again, a tough kick from the corner. Comes up a little bit short. So it's still a 2-score game, but Mount looked good. And so again, it's about how they keep that momentum, and these restarts are so critical.
They are.
One of my pet peeves is you have that momentum, and again, you don't make that kick, right? Or you drop the ball when they're giving you possession back. It's sort of one of those things where you're biting your lip a little bit as a coach on the sidelines.
No idea what you mean.
Yeah. So right now, Princeton's job is to put pressure on Mount. Mount's job is to get this ball back, put the pressure back on. And again, unfortunately, again, this is what we were just saying, right? Like, who's going to execute in this opportunity? And Mount had the momentum, and now you're giving them a good offensive platform right in the middle.
And kicking, drop kicks, and goal kicking, even kicking for touch.
Yeah.
It's a skill you have to
There's
work
line
on
out throws, like you're saying.
every day. It's another skill that you can't just rely on practice. You have to work on it. And some of these girls, or maybe a lot of them, are all just learning how to do this for the first time.
Right. Yeah. So the advice to our younger players out there is work on it. Even if you're not the hooker, even if you're not the kicker currently on your team, keep working at it, and you'll get your opportunity.
And you will.
Yep.
That opportunity will come someday.
And again, the thing, just I probably can speak on behalf of you as well as many coaches, we're looking for flexibility, right? You want girls to be able to play different positions and have different skills and be able to move around. It gives us a little bit more chess pieces as we're thinking about lineups and things like that. So,
and we kind of have to, because you never know who's not going to make a game or a tournament, and you have injuries, and we don't have rosters of 35, 40 girls deep for a game. We just don't. Most of especially the high school teams are running about 17 players. So it's one injury, hey, you went from wing to
you're
prop.
the kicker. Yeah, you're throwing lineouts. Yeah, so definitely encourage everybody to just work on all skills, right? As many as you can. It just makes you an overall better player. One of the things I always like to do is I encourage them to, if you're forward, understand what backs do, right?
Right.
Played those like alter ego games where you switch a little bit sometimes in there, and just that rugby IQ is so important as well.
It is.
So understanding what backs do or what forwards do, even if it's not your primary position, is important to understand the strategy, where people are expected to be.
It's so much easier to learn this stuff nowadays with YouTube and all the all the sites out there that will have all different skills. I mean, Rugby Bricks is a good one. They break it down so simple and teach it where you could go on and learn this stuff yourself.
Yeah, and especially as you're a high school player going into college, right? You've been probably playing certain positions because you're maybe one of the better players on your team, and then you go to the college level and you're now now asked to play a different position possibly.
Well, we see it with Sydney's Sibilia. She was an 8-man for Morris, our captain. Now she's a freshman at the Mount, and I think she's playing somewhere in the backs right now.
Yep, and that's great, right? That she can play all those positions, and you go where the coaches need you and the team needs you.
That gets you playing time.
Yeah. So, again, let's see. Mount's got the ball back, and again, they're putting pressure back on Princeton. So it's now Princeton's job to see if they can withstand this. There's a good. Yeah. And
she's determined.
Probably like 3 or 4 tacklers there.
Pick and go by herself. Oh, high tackle. You got it. The pick and go. She's got a little support there with her. Ooh. High tackle.
And Mount's not looking to go very quickly.
They got numbers out wide.
They look either a little tired or not sure what they want to do.
Oh, look at the numbers Mount has out wide.
Unfortunately,
they can walk it in.
Bash it in there.
That's what us forwards do.
Yeah. Now they're getting it out. Can they make a little bit of unfortunate passes there?
Wait, what's this? What's it called?
I think he's maybe going back to another penalty. He's talking to the Princeton team about something, so. So I think it's going to be a Mount penalty again.
That's what it's looking like. He has not signaled anything that I saw anyway.
Yeah. And the mark, she's not at the, okay, now she's going to the mark. Looks like they have a little bit on the outside, right? If they use it to the left here, they can go in the corner. But are they going to see it? They also have numbers to the right. Princeton right now is all bunched up in the middle. And Mount just sort of decides to take it right into the Princeton defense.
Oh, there's Sydney.
They're going to get in there?
And
Yeah, they got a...
Let's see what number it was.
Yeah.
Number 22 for Mount. She's been having a nice game, 22. Who's that?
Yeah, so I think that's Zyquaria. Again, she was the one that took that counter kick and made that great run to set up the last try.
Yeah, to create that last try.
Yeah, I got a little lucky there because the pass slipped through the one Mount's hands and actually went right to number 22 to score in the corner. And that's where, you know, they had that open, and you want that, you know, them to see that vision a little bit earlier and say, hey, you know, just get it to her right away and score in the corner, right? Didn't really even need to bash it in there. But they got the score, and now it's a ball game again.
Yeah.
So
2-point difference with this conversion, tie it up.
this looks like Katie Stern, I believe, number 17, if I can see the number. Yep.
Yes, 17.
So a new kicker. I'm not sure what position she came in for, but Katie Stern looking to make a kick. Again, a good effort. You know, just a little bit off to the left.
Not an easy kick to make.
Yeah, no, these are difficult.
Let's see, we're 19, 15. We got a game.
Substitution for Mount St. Mary's coming off the field, number 1, Lexi Vance. She is replaced by number 25, Leanne Towler.
Bring a prop on. Always a good move in this weather.
All right, so again, we're back to the restarts, which have been troubling both sides.
The score is Tigers 19, Mount St. Mary's 15.
That's going to go 10, and yeah, that's unfortunate. Drop by Leah, number 4. Gives the ball to Princeton. It looks like they have some advantage. There's Amelia going.
Knockdown, intentional.
Soon. All right, so Princeton really, this is again, Mount's had most of that possession recently, so this is their opportunity to put pressure back on Mount. They go sort of with a quick tap.
Right back to Amelia.
Yeah, and Amelia looks for that offload again, but nobody's
Mount
there.
got it. Mount's got to get support there.
Yeah.
Not releasing.
Yeah, so you're sort of on the ground, sort of moving on her knees.
Trying to put it,
Yeah,
trying to shove it under her leg,
do
going
that,
over it.
that long post. So that's, again, made a great play with getting the ball, but then the support wasn't quite there to recognize it. Creates another penalty for Princeton. So this is, again, Princeton's line out. So do they have some other option here besides their first jumper, which hasn't been so effective, did it? Yeah, and again, Mount steals that ball. So this is where, again, maybe they try something different. Or maybe it's too early in the season where they don't quite have any other options.
They might be just teaching, they might have just thought this is a line out.
Right.
It's tough with that 2 weeks. There's a lot to cover in 2 weeks.
So it looked like offsides by Princeton.
Then game one, you got to fix everything that was broken in game one before
Yeah.
game two, but
Yep.
then you still got to teach the stuff you haven't gotten to.
So it's going to be a long kick, but they've been going quick. Yep, good tap.
Dropped it.
Lost possession in the tackle.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, and that was one of the issues Princeton had early, but it looks like Mount is having some of the similar issues. And again, it's hot, and that ball gets a little slick.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Sweaty arms.
It's like a greased pig. Just like me right now.
So again, a good offensive platform for Princeton here with the scrum. Amelia takes it.
Man pick.
Again, there's the offload. Nice, that's a good possession. Oh, but an unfortunate pass by Princeton right to Mount again. Mount does a good job of, I was going to say, Mount does a good job of actually supporting that, but it was a little bit slow coming out, and Princeton countered, but unfortunately knocked it on again, so it's going to be Mount's ball back with the scrum.
Got about 10 minutes left to go in this half, in this game. My first coach used to say, last 20 minutes in a game is when all games are won and lost.
Yeah, this is where the fitness and the mental stuff really comes into play. As you get tired, right? It's harder to think properly. So that summer conditioning program comes into play here.
Sure does.
So this is where Mount's had really good hard runners, right? And if they can keep that position, let's see how they do.
Tackle and
Got
got the
to her
offload
wing.
off.
She's got the speed. Will she make it? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, will she beat that?
Oh, she may have it.
Stiff arm the fullback there.
See if
She's
that
gonna
11
go
could
in.
stop her from posting it.
Can't see
Nice
who that
run.
was. I think that's the 17 that came in. I think that's Katie Stern.
That was a nice run she had there. She had some speed.
Right,
for
so
sure.
that's what we saw sort of in that initial first phase of the first half when Mount is being able to use the ball, and they used their speed to the outside, and Princeton didn't quite recover like they did in the first half with those tackles. And now the pressure is going to be really on Princeton to see how they come back, because this is three tries in a row, I believe, from Mount. Now this is going to be a kick, a little bit easier, makeable kick for Mount in the middle. And this is a big one. It'll put them up by 3.
3 points is a lot in this game with this amount of time left. Got about 8.5 left.
So if anything, it's been a great game, right? Back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Two somewhat
Been fun to watch.
equal teams, you'd say. Again, both I think up and coming teams, so some things to work on, but probably really a lot of good things that both sides can take away from this.
I think so too. She got it. Got the conversion. So 22-19. Is that right?
That's waiting for the
Yep,
that's
22-19.
It's on the board, 22-19.
To Mount, their first lead of the
That
game.
was number 17, KG Stern, converting her own try. The score is now
So
Princeton
that's
19,
again, some of those
22.
impact subs for Mount have really made a difference with number 17 Katie and number 22 Zakaria really coming in and sort of turning the tides and giving them some of that offensive power that we sort of saw, but now capitalizing on it.
Right.
Really
Yeah,
making a difference.
It's nice to see that too.
So we'll see if next week they may be in the starting lineups here. That's a good, decent restart. And again, unfortunately, Lee, the lock for Mount, Leah, unfortunately having some difficulties with the restart catches, gives the ball back to Princeton.
We're talking about skills, line-out throws, kicking, but that's another one that the girls have to work on. Any rugby player, not just the girls, is catching the high ball.
Right. Yeah. Yep. And maybe again, coaching going to the side. So if
right.
you're going to catch that. And again, it's coming up a little bit close to the 10. So, but again, good for Princeton that they're targeting that too.
Right. That's what we do, right?
Yeah. Some good movement now by Princeton. Getting it out to their winger, but a little bit again difficult. Not quite getting it out to their wings, but
on the move though.
Retaining possession.
And
looks like
they took her out of bounds.
Yeah, that was the difference between Mount. Like in that last play, they made those passes. They got to the wing.
Right.
Princeton just sort of didn't make those last one or two passes effectively, and Mount causes the turnover. So now Princeton really needs to get this ball back with around 5 minutes to go.
Get it, go! Defense, let's go!
That's Sydney with the ball, Sylvia.
Nice
Pass the loop. I like to see that out of her for being a former 8.
Good counter by Princeton, but Mount retains the ball. They have that offload there. Oh, calls it forward.
Oh,
that looked
all right from here, but he was right there, so I can't argue.
But that looked good phase play, right? I think again it's just a little bit of the timing's off, which they'll work on for future weeks. That continuity will get better. So this is where now Princeton has possession
just past the
in the Mount's half.
I'm thinking 8-man pick. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's been their go-to, but and again, Mount hasn't really been able to get her down. So
scrum going back.
And the Princeton player sort of broke out of the scrum before the ball was out. I'm surprised. But they made a good break down the sideline. Trying to jackal. Can't tell if they stole that or Princeton. It looks like they stole that. Mount may have the ball.
Yes,
they do.
Wow.
So
I got to give credit to both teams for their jackling.
But Amelia stole it back.
Yeah.
Princeton has the ball back, and this is another hard runner. Again, getting a little sloppy at the breakdowns, but Princeton has it to Amelia, looping around there, offloads it to 21, who's got
nice tackle.
Again, another big, powerful runner trying to challenge Mount. A little dummy by, I think, 12 or 13, but
13,
she had number 11 on the outside. There's Amelia, though. And she's got like 4 Mount players on her and takes it in, it looks like.
Wow, score to Princeton. Pressure right back on Mount.
Yeah. So again, that's Amelia, their sort of star player so far, taking it in their own hands and taking probably around 4 Mount players into the try zone with her.
You like to see no quit on either side here.
And again, for Amelia, right, being sort of a larger player, right, with this heat and this work rate, shows her level of commitment to conditioning, that she's able to get around the field you know, with her size and speed. Really tremendous, tremendous player.
Right, I agree.
She's replaced by number 20, Kayla Bora.
Just shows her level of commitment, right, to working at that part of her game.
Do you know where she's from or anything?
I don't.
Unfortunately, we don't have any.
Yeah, I believe, and I don't want to misspeak, but I believe she was part of maybe the U20 team, I think.
Okay.
I thought I saw her name out there, but maybe I have that wrong. But obviously, if not, I think she's working her way into that category if she's not there. But a really outstanding player for Princeton.
So maybe our production crew will have better bios for us for the next time. Sorry, Obi-Wan.
Good kick.
26-22, Princeton. With about 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, minute and a half. My math isn't working.
Yeah, so now this is a vital possession, right?
Substitution for Princeton.
Mount really needs this ball back.
She's replaced by number 20, Kateri Espinoza.
High and deep. That's where I'd go with that, son.
That's a good kick and
Kick it
right to
Amelia.
Amelia,
That's
right?
not who I would have
Probably
picked.
the one to, yeah. So now can, the bad pass and stolen. Unfortunate, so Mount has the pressure now and has an advantage. So are they going to go
penalty.
quick? Yeah,
Penalty for him.
40 seconds.
And he got it for not 10. So they got
Couldn't
another
tell if that
penalty.
was-
Take a chance, swing that out.
You got Sydney on the wing looking for the
See
ball.
that.
Her hands up. Give it to me. All right, we're coming down to the final seconds. And again, the Mount has it wide if they see it and they can execute.
They definitely have the numbers.
Yep.
You're going to get that ball
Gotta
out.
get that,
Oh, pick
looking
and
to-
go by herself.
And again, Princeton, that's been one of their strengths. But
Let's go, Tigers!
Mount's got the ball. They're
Through the hands.
they
Go
get
through
it
the
out.
hands.
Oh, a little bit
Nice
of,
hand. She caught
Yeah.
that. She was bobbling it.
It looks like it's going to go forward, but can they go quick? Yeah, they do. They see it. Can they get it out? There's Sydney on the outside. She's got the corner.
That's her
And
14.
she's got it.
Got it.
She's got it.
Wow.
That is a great play.
And that's at the 40-minute mark, or the 80-minute mark, I should say. Both teams did not give up at all. They should both be proud. That was the 14 who got it.
14, I'm sorry. Yeah. I saw the 4 and I was excited. I thought it was
Yeah,
Sydney.
Sydney, they skipped over Sydney. I'm sure she's not going to be happy about that, but she's more, knowing Sydney, she's happy that her team scored.
Oh, wow. Heartbreaker at the
Yeah, that's
at
a
the
tough
end.
one for Princeton. Hey, they fought hard, though.
Yeah.
And like I said, I love when you see the teams don't give up. They just keep battling.
Yeah, and that's a shame for Princeton and Amelia. I think had that ball at the end.
I think both teams have a lot to be proud of in this game and a lot to take away from it. A lot of positives.
Yeah, an exciting second half.
Get back and set. Get back and set.
Kick just is a little short, and that's good.
That's the game. All right, well, Shane, thanks for joining me here. 'Cause
Yeah,
I couldn't have done it
thanks.
without you.
It was fun.
Thanks for carrying me through this broadcast.
We'll
here.
We'll see about the likes if I'm invited back.
Oh, you're invited. If I have to do this, you're invited back whenever you want. I don't know. The other ones are kind of snobby, like Steph and Mike. They pick and choose who they want. Ahern's getting that way too.
But yeah, thanks you. And again, encourage everybody to like and subscribe to the EGRL.
Our YouTube channel, yes, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And you get to listen to us.
That's right.
Okay, I believe we're out.
All right, thanks.
Have a good night, everybody.